Legal Services NYC fights for racial, social, and economic justice for low-income New Yorkers. Poverty puts almost insurmountable barriers, and our work is to attempt to remove those barriers. There's no better way out of poverty than to get a good education. The work that our education advocates do can be transformative for our clients.
My name is Julianne. My grandson is Maximus. We've always had a very close relationship. My grandson has been with me since he was 6 months old. He was 7 years old when I discovered he had some problems in the public school system. He had great difficulty in understanding what was going on in the classroom. When I requested a reevaluation of Maximus, they would push it off and wait until the end of the school term.
Her grandson had been in this program for many years. The academic gap was getting larger and larger. Unfortunately, the Department of Education said that he should continue in this class. I really wanted to help her. We presented our case to the impartial hearing, and we won. For many of the parents that we see, I don't believe they know their rights. I don't believe that they know that they could challenge the program that their child's in. I have a lot of clients who have had limited education, who cannot read. Our clients are not in a position to afford legal services. I always hope that in some way we're breaking the cycle.
Education is extremely important. You cannot do what you want to do unless you have it.
I'm Joe Wayland. I'm the General Counsel of ACE Limited, and I have been connected to the Legal Services Organization for more than 30 years. I've been very passionate about public education for a long time. LSNYC is critical to that. So they do a great job in helping our students stay in school and perform effectively in school.
My name is James O'Neill. I'm the Executive Director and co-founder of Legal Outreach, Inc. Much of the work that we do here at Legal Outreach, using law as a base for helping our young people build skills, is geared towards kids from underserved communities. And oftentimes they're witnessing injustices that are taking place at lots of different levels. Without Legal Services NYC making sure that basic rights are protected, the work that we do would not take place.
My name is Rhonda Thurston, and I'm from the Bronx. When I first came to Legal Services, I was completely distraught. My son was enrolled into PS 86 in 2013. I was called to the school several times that he's not listening, he doesn't want to pay attention in class. They ended up calling the police on my son. They ended up sending my son to the psychiatric ward 3 different times.
The educational advocacy community at Legal Services NYC was hearing over and over again about some pervasive issues going on with the New York City Department of Education and the New York City Fire Department. Children were being sent to hospital emergency rooms where there was no medical necessity, often against the will of the parents, which is illegal. Rhonda really felt so alone when she first came, and I wanted to let her know right away there were lots of other parents like her.
This practice has been going on for many years now. There were a couple of high-profile cases.
This is a photo of a 7-year-old boy. Now he's handcuffed in a Bronx police station house.
Schools that are overburdened, that have a lot of high-need students, they just simply wanted to get the students out of the school. A stop to the hospital emergency room is now one of those stops on the school-to-prison pipeline. This litigation will have impacted at least 1.1 million students.
I learned more about my rights through Legal Services. It would have been dangerous to keep my son in that other environment.
There is no island to send these kids to. They are our kids. These kids do have a right to be educated, find ways to work with them. That is the responsibility of the New York City Department of Education.
I'm a high school dropout. I come from a community where there's a lot of boys that are distraught or just in the streets. My son knows he wants to be a conductor or an engineer, and it doesn't matter that we come from a humble beginning. In order for us to excel in life, we know the power of education.
The success of our education advocates is something that we want to build on in all of the boroughs. There are never enough resources. We need dedicated funding, and we need additional partnerships.
It's crucial that supporters of Legal Services NYC continue to support this work because we're one of the few agencies that can provide this service.
Law firms can help by participating in the many opportunities that LSNYC provides to help people in their everyday lives.
Legal Services New York City is absolutely critical to the administration of justice.
If I feel that I've helped a child get a service or a support that they need, I feel good, I sleep well at night, so it's a great job.
I learned very young there is significant injustice in this world, so I decided I wanted to be an attorney.
For many people, who they are, what they're able to achieve is based on the education opportunities they either received or given or worked for. Helping a student have an educational opportunity is really exciting for me.
I started working at Legal Services because I wanted to change the world. When we succeed in helping our clients succeed, we've accomplished a lot.